everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog, and welcome to another TV episode review series. So today's TV episode I'm going to be reviewing today is the ghosted episode BMO. Now before I get into this episode, I would like to remind everyone that new videos will be posted up every Sunday. It could be Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Sunday evening, depending on when I could get the videos posted up. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean that there was a bit of TV or movie news that was released during the week that I wanted to cover, so those would be considered special videos. But new videos would be posted up every Sunday, and also every Monday I will have the TV episode roundup series, and that's going to be where I list all the episodes I review for the week, and I list it from worst pick of the week to best pick of the week. So be sure to check out the TV episode roundup videos every Monday. So now let's get into this episode, Ghosted BMO. So what happens in this episode is that we see that Leroy and Max are trying to take Jermaine, the son of Leroy's old partner, to a Halloween party. And during this whole episode, it turns out that there's this vampire cat that's like infecting everybody, and it turns out that the vampire cat bit Jermaine and ends up affecting Jermaine. So when Jermaine goes to the Halloween party, he ends up affecting everybody else, and all the kids end up turning to zombies. And so Max and Leroy have to figure out a way to cure the kids from being zombies before it's too late. So, what are my thoughts about this episode? I really enjoyed this episode. Like, I thought this was a fun episode to watch, especially if you love watching episodes that deal with Halloween in general. And I think this is a really fun Halloween episode to be watching. And also, what I really liked about this episode was seeing we get to see more about Leroy's life in this episode. Like, we see how he's trying to bond with Jermaine, and how he feels so bad about letting his original partner down. Like, in the last episode, he explains about how his first partner got killed, and so he's trying to take care of Jermaine, his old partner's son, to make up for it. And I really like seeing the growing relationship between Jermaine and Leroy in this episode. And I'm glad to see how Leroy's trying to make up for what happened with his old partner. And then I also like the fact that Max is able to provide some comedic moments in this episode. Like, you can tell that he's trying so hard to be in Leroy's life, or try to be like another father to Jermaine, but you could tell he's being really awkward with it. He's being so awkward with it, and Leroy and Jermaine are like, okay, what is he doing here exactly? So I really like those moments that Max is like trying to provide in this episode, and they're so comedic to look at. My only thing I didn't like about this episode was that they kind of mentioned a bit about Max's wife, and you notice in the last episode they said that Max's wife is like stuck in some kind of prison, and this episode didn't really elaborate on that much. And I wish that the episode explained more about Max's wife and what she's doing in this prison, because I'm interested to know if that's the reason why Max's wife had left Max, and if it has something to do with the supernatural that's going on in town. So I was hoping this episode would explain more about Max's wife, and maybe this would be an overarching story arc regarding about Max's wife and how she ties into all the supernatural stuff going on in the town. So that's the only thing that really disappointed me about this episode. But overall, this was a fun episode, and I gave this episode 4 out of 5 stars. And even though I was upset that they didn't explain a lot about Max's wife, I thought this was a really fun episode to watch, and I really liked the comedic moments in this episode, and I liked the growing relationship between Max, Leroy, and Jermaine, and I hope to see that relationship progress in later episodes. So tell me in the comments below, have you seen the recent Ghosted episode, and what are your thoughts about this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Please feel free to comment below, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated on any new videos I post up, and also like my Facebook page, Rabbitearsblog's Best Comments. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you later.